Alright. Alright, everyone. Now we'll see if we can start Act 5. We might. Let's get going. Yes, Adam?
Did you just close the door?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It was David. It was David.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Close it again. Hello. Let's get started.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work
Adventures
analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you?
Nefair's just story.
Objections?
It's cool. I got to meet
All right.
her VA.
Then it's settled. This is the plan
And
we're
Flynn's
going
VA.
with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because...
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership.
It's Skirk.
She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Oh, it's Alice.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Krai is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about...
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pet.
You will? Well, in the...
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult...
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see it.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
We're looking for Anjali.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let him... Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very... Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kaveh to make them for you. That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. He was the obvious choice.
Our boy Kaveh.
Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be.
The
could be.
baby!
Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case. Because it would involve grave danger.
Widow's baby.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Your widow
Or
baby.
maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
Oh, some real honesty from Dory. Wow.
Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness.
Aww.
Alice has been a huge help to me over the years.
This is why
She
she's
was
bet
the
Dory's better than
first
Jake.
investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay is the best in the business.
Oh my
And
god.
more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is
She
prepared
actually
to face
has a
whatever
heart.
comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
Oh, Anjali's great.
All right, if you say
This
so.
is great. Anjali's so
I do
sweet.
say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
All right. Doran! Yay, I'm good to know that it's... Yay. Yes. Dory gets careful. I thought maybe they heard the complaints about her being a very bad stereotype and like, okay, let's address that. Let's give her some heart.
Traveler, Paimon, It's good to see you.
That's our boy.
Everything going
It's
smoothly
the
over here?
goodest.
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon, but taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rehir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
Yes, good.
All right then. Stay safe.
Is Rerir a weekly boss?
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grand Master Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right.
For the sake of Maharaja.
For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodkrai. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of
very
Favonius,
sexy. He
Varka,
has ripped
Knight
abs.
of Boreas.
We will all
In my
bang by the end of
absence,
this, but now we
please
will
follow
fight.
his lead.
Hey, everyone.
And he's voiced by Searite.
Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield.
69 days active service. At last defense
The biggest
academy.
strengths are honesty and
Last
hardworkingness.
defense academy.
Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Wait, is that? Oh, this is the Dane scene. Oh, this is the heart to heart. All right, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Dane sleep, and no, they don't. Columbina has a very special person, and no one can take them from her. Okay. Dane can. No. Wait. Money. Yeah, baby. I'm taking my
Curiosity
shit, I'm going.
deserves a reward.
Hey.
Yeah. Ah.
One more, please.
Grow. Dissipate.
Yeah, baby.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
Emmy Lowe
I
gets to
believe
have-
that's
gets
how
to
the
have
others
time
addressed
of
you.
Her life, of their
That's
life.
right.
Frickin' having a
Names
CPR
are
example.
funny things. Have you always been called Dainslev?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
Lone false sex voice.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbiste. Not in the same way that Dainslev is, but it's whatever used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainslev?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us?
I...
You see,
You're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
The gay.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it.
I really think it's just Arlecchino and Sandrone.
I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously...
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about what...
The Goon Squad. Maybe it's not.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Oh, shite. I need to put the charger back. Fuck it. We'll start. It's Sexy Boy. Hello, Sexy Boy.
Ah, you're earlier than I
It
expected.
is as you have guessed.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Well, I got me.
Quite the opposite.
And
When I was
realized
awake,
that little con, and like there was no one there, so I got to get all the prints.
but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so
Obviously,
long,
Flynn's and Dory
I came
were
to
so
realize
it's
something.
Shop, I think. Isn't
A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
So they make Rear Okada Weekly, and they make
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
baby.
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just
We'll give
fine.
you head pats if you didn't.
Please. I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
The goods have been delivered, if we know what the goods are.
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Yay, alive. Wait, is this literally the setup of the final battle? Is this seriously the setup?
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Are you ready? Let's go. We're frickin' fighting a sinner. It feels so kind of anticlimactic. Even though, yeah, he's a great character, but it's kind of anticlimactic. It's like, okay, here we go. It's just gonna Here we go. Fight. Blast.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Let me help you guys. Eat this!
Why do you have Aino and not Ineffa? Oh, I guess we have applicators. Ineffa could do that too. Oh. He just
Hunt them down!
Forest, protect us.
Do we not have
The moonlight. Be silent. Close your eyes.
Are you quite finished?
Move.
Shameless.
It all adds up.
The moonlight is futile. Hunt them down.
Oh, we're using the one.
Hunt them down.
Observe.
Be silent.
Steady now.
You poor last one.
Down.
No more lies. Absurd. The mystery unravels.
Moonlight betrays you. It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Moonlight betrays you. Do you see now? When will it be as you foretold? The
Steady now. You're not welcome here.
By the frost moon of old. The deception ends here. How unfortunate.
Pathetic!
Absurd.
Moonlight is futile.
It all adds up.
Be silent. Keep your distance. See you at the graveyard.
It's all futile.
Close your eyes.
Pathetic! Hunt them down!
No more lies.
Futile!
I better wrap this up.
The moonlight! Pathetic!
Go! It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Be silent. Night falls. Steady now.
The moonlight!
Close your eyes.
Praise you! Move! Your little game of heroics is over. The moonlight! Who wants to go first? Now, get out of my sight!
No! We've been
Death is within
separated!
my grasp!
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
The mist. Be careful what you wish for.
Lama! Can you hear me?
Hold on, wait. Silence.
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. Focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my main task. Just keep stalling. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
It all adds up. Absurd. No more lies. The mystery unravels.
Water jet! Wipe out!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. The deception ends. It all adds up. Shame.
shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Your death is within my grasp!
Absurd.
Don't fucking tell me I have to redo this whole fight. I'm gonna kill someone.
Unfortunate. Shame. Can't hide the truth. No more love. How unfortunate.
Destroyed!
Seek within.
Reborn!
Bombs away!
It all adds up. No more love. The mystery unravels. It all falls into place. It all adds up.
Yeah!
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks.
Hello! Sorry about that. I was just asking if they... Yeah, I think this quest is fine. I was wondering if we... I think this quest is fine. I wonder if we yeeted Durin into the Phantom Zone.
Have you ever seen any stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off.
River into the Phantom Zone. Wait, fuck.
I see.
You bet.
Fuck.
Snooze his way to a full recovery.
I think Paimon's cute with this look.
Glad to hear. A healthy body is paramount.
Paimon too.
I came to accept that, though I will never we fought a very necessary battle. And you played your part admirably.
Oh, the fraud by beating him?
Yeah. And if...
I'll do that.
Sorry, I muted myself. I apologize.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just...
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to...
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a...
Oh, sure. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet? You bet. Make it extra sweet, cause Paimon's sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets... It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar.
There we go.
And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
Oh, yep, this is meant to take place before, okay.
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised his response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to he lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
I'd agree with that.
Good. If you understand that, it means you're smart. And you see things If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from... Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget. Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, after all that build-up, our mystery ally...
Huh? Am I...
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world.
Scaramouche? Oh. Wait, what? There's more? Baby.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the...
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the...
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Krai. Your
Stop! What do you think you're doing?
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
No!
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
She has a...
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed
Holy
away.
fuck, the amount of
It's not
humanity!
like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Does she have any lines in her dialogue
If
that
you
actually...
ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
My boys! Mondstadt squad. Mondstadt.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions?
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything.
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of—
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure—
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the—
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now?
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner. Just like all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry.
Using his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of— For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rarir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's...
X5? Are we in X5? What's going on? Oh. Okay, so it has briefly been said, but...
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized I think this is very important. So,
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even...
do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being coworkers?
You're...
What is this, Columbina?
The
Are you deliberately
tension!
testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some...
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it my...
We just wanted to, you know...
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer. Who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like,
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request. But I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that.
Oh my gosh, she pronounced it
Would
nice.
have been
Alain
such
Guillotin.
a waste.
What they fucking pronounced it
So,
Alain Guillotin.
that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, 'cause I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. a sense of Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swept. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream?
This sounds like it's failing Revere.
Same difference, really. Just really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or because he failed. Or maybe... Renee no longer exists in this world, and the dream he started went on to be realized by someone else. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology.
Why the
Nor do
fuck
I
are
like
we talking about the
fools who let
Narcissans
their
Royce
delusions
West?
take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person, but he had a sage-like intellect, and still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whip. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the... He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely... He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift. this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain.
Is it Alain?
And that is the
Alain.
story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he would. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of... Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire. To save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Desires to explore the meaning of life. Ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos. To stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life.
I weirdly think I like Act 3
the
more.
search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer, no elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth.
Of course, Arlecchino's
I'm...
Alright, well, it is perfectly 11 o'clock. Wait, let me check my... Nothing. Wait, let's see what we got. I mean, we did complete a quest. Yeah, exactly. Completed a quest, I would think we can get some goods. Oh yes, we are levering our boy. Okay, I'll do that after. No, fuck, I just started the next quest. No!
Thank you for waiting. I finished check. We have no other urgent commission.
Amazing! Paimon, things were pretty... It felt like this whole region was, pure half. Things were looking...
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is...
Oh, yeah! Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it, too?
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern... The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicraft.
Oh, sounds like fun! Great! When we first got here, you mentioned that this... We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because, well, there's a thing. By that logic, you'll never find... Could be worth a try? What's wrong? Huh? Paimon... Oh, it is weird that he hasn't shown it. True. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatus? Especially as a Harbinger. But then, every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their... What? Relax! She's not even here!
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Where are we again?
Alright.
You won't snitch on us, will you?
I'm not entirely sure.
Phew!
I'm not entirely.
I wanna. Can I? Can I not get?
Phew.
All right, I guess. Well, I guess we'll do the next scene so I can get my fucking rewards. So. I think you're done. I'll just go to another. Okay. Alright.